Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is your Maker 2199 bringing you guys another commentary. This commentary is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more of a story mode, and we are going to be sniping here on blog. This is Modern Warfare Remastered. I'm using the Remington 700. It's a pretty good weapon. I'm using the ACOG, which for this map it doesn't really make sense because most of your kills are going to be long distance. And you're gonna see me miss a ton of these shots that I took, and that is just because the ACOG is very inaccurate at long distance. But let's get into the story. I'm just gonna let the gameplay play. There's a reason that I put this gameplay up, and that's because I got a really good shot at the beginning and I wanted to share it with you guys, that shot. And I have way better sniping clips than this, but I don't know, I wanted to put my first, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm just gonna wait. But you guys, I'll tell you when it happens. You guys will know. But to get into the story, I did a video recently called a ghost encounter, and it's a topic that I like to talk about usually, and there's a few reasons for it. And I was doing a little bit of research here on YouTube and the internet just in general, trying to see if it's just me, the one that's a little bit weird, or if somebody else has had a similar experience than me. So when I was super young, I've always had this thing or whatever, I don't know, you guys can call it a sixth sense, whatever, sixth sense if you guys saw the movie, but I've always seen shadows and stuff move around me for no reason. And the day that I was actually recording that video, a ghost encounter, I was right here in my very own room. I'm recording the video. Once the video was done, I'm doing the other stuff to like render it and get it ready, doing the other preparation stuff that needs to be done in order for the video to be able to come out. And I'm right here sitting on my room, and some random stuff that I have here on my desk just fell off, and I wasn't even close to it. I didn't touch it, it just fell off for no reason. And it wasn't like it was on the edge or anything like that, so I couldn't explain like what happened or anything. Now I didn't see anything. I couldn't see that I saw a ghost or anything like that. Whether I'm being too superstitious or maybe too paranoid, who knows, maybe I am, but it just happened. And ever since I recorded that video, like I've mentioned before, some of these are pre-recorded. They're recorded a few days before I actually post them up. I have a good amount of clips pre-recorded, that way I'm able to keep on coming up with content for you guys that are watching, and that way you guys don't have to wait too long for me to post something new. And so I pre-recorded this video like a week before it came out, just a little bit, maybe under a week or between a week's time, pre-recorded the darn thing, put it there, and the entire week after I recorded that video, I've had stuff like that happen to me. I was at the shower the other day. I was taking a shower. I usually put my towel on a little hanger that I have. It just flew off and nearly landed in the shower. Like, what the heck is going on, So I've always had stuff like that happen to me, even since I was little, so it's not uncommon for me. I usually used to get freaked out a ton when I was a lot smaller, and I was never able to explain it, so I don't know. It's just a little bit crazy, and I'm not sure if I already overpassed the part that I wanted to show you guys or not, but I got a collateral on this map, shooting the snipers that were on top, and that's one of the reasons that you guys do not want to bunch up when you're playing. I think it already passed. I got too caught up with this story, so. And if it didn't, it's gonna come up shortly. And it was a really good shot, and this is a player's mistake. Don't get bunched up. When you get bunched up, you're gonna give somebody a double or triple or even a quad kill, which I did get one with the sniper. It was totally insane, and I didn't record it. I don't have it, so that is a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, not all the time, not every time that I'm playing I record, so it happens. So to go back to my story, and it's not uncommon for me to see like a shadow. I remember a few times, and this happened to me recently too. Not this week though, so it was a little bit like earlier on, like a year ago or whatever, maybe even less. And this has happened to me for many years and on many occasions. I will be sitting here and I'm really close to my little brother. I usually spend a lot of time talking to him. So he gets home from work, whatever, and I start following him to tell him like some news or whatever, something that I found, something that he might like, maybe something that I shared with him. And I just start following him, and like I wasn't really paying attention. I saw him from the side of my eye, and I was home alone before this. See him go towards his room or whatever, so I stand up and I go walking after him. And once I get to the room and I'm talking, and I'm looking at this like shadow sort of figure, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm like conscious or what's going on, but like I feel like I see my brother or whatever there. Then after a while I just like turn around, something catches my attention, turn around to the other side, turn back to, continue the conversation, and then my brother isn't there or whatever. Sometimes it's been another family member, and no, this relative obviously hasn't passed away, but yeah, I usually do see shadows like that, and it does freak me out when it happens. It's kind of crazy, it's creepy, but it's happened to me on a few occasions, and I really don't know why. I don't know how to explain it, and I like this sort of like map because it's kind of like haunted to me. It kind of like entitles that persona and for those characteristics, because it's abandoned. It's an abandoned map, because of the war or whatever. It's half broken. These buildings, people probably died on them, what have you. So I don't really know the history of the house that I live in. I know it was bought brand new from by my parents, so I don't know if anybody passed away in the house or not. I have no clue. But yeah, this sort of stuff usually happens here, and I've always believed that it was a little bit haunted. I known other people that lived around the area that thought their house was haunted, so I don't know if it's something just to do with the area, what have you, just us being like superstitious, or believing in the supernatural or what have you, but it is weird, and I know, and I don't feel that weird now like talking about it, because I know other YouTube gamers have experienced this as well, and I know it's been different for them, and for me I would say it's a little bit excessive, it's a little bit extreme. I don't know if you guys have experienced something like that, or if you guys like goes through the topic, but yeah, and I don't know, it's a little bit crazy. Look at this guy right here. Clueless on what he's doing. He's just camping on his little nest. So yeah, I thought that was a little bit funny. I found a few players on this match that did the same thing, and but yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I want to see some of you guys' opinions. I don't know if it's just me, if it's happened to you guys as well. I can, if I could spend hours just talking about how many of these experiences I've had. Because I've had plenty of them throughout the years, and it's just insane. I usually tend to forget them, and then for whatever reason it comes back to my head, naturally or whatever, as a thought or whatever, a memory, and then it just starts happening again. And when I did this video, it was coming back to me a little. I don't know what actually triggered it or what happened, but it was coming back to me a little bit, and now it's like full blown like coming back to me. I'm starting to see like some shadows, and this is the reason why I called BS on a lot of these videos. It's because usually when I have an experience like this, I do not visualize like the person. Like, it's kind of like I'm not like 100% conscious of what's going on. I'm just following, whatever is that spirit or what have you. And yeah, so it's usually just a shadow or something that I see. And if you guys know, your mind fills in stuff. When something isn't like 100% concrete, like you can see a picture that it's pixelated, and you'll be able to tell if it's George Washington or Abraham Lincoln. You'll be able to tell. You don't have to see the face. So I think the reason that some of us believe we see a face or a person, I think that's just our mind like filling in the void, filling in the shadow, because it resembles somebody. Our mind automatically like fills it in. But I've never actually seen an actual person walking around. That would be like the creepiest crap ever. So yeah, I would definitely like crap my pants. So I don't know, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully you guys haven't experienced it. If you guys have, I'm curious to see what you guys have you know, or what your thoughts are on it, you know. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Sub for more content. Thank you.